Mount Gabar in Turkey's southeastern province Sirnak has made history. Its oil production facility has broken its own record, marking the beginning of a new era for Turkey's energy sector.
As of today, we started 40,000 barrels of daily production. Without doubt, Sirnak is the oil city, the oil capital of Turkey.
Sirnak, which borders Syria and Iraq, is a mountainous province. It has been a target of the PKK terrorist organization for 4 decades. Following Turkey's determined anti-terror operations, Sirnak now contributes to the country's energy independence and the area's welfare.
Gabar and Sirnak, once known for terrorism, will now continue to add strength to this region and the economy with the increase in wealth and employment.
Production has exceeded a total of 100,000 barrels thus far, with the objective of reaching 100,000 barrels per day by the end of 2024. This target will add nearly $3 billion to Turkey's economy every year.
Currently, we have achieved this production in 33 wells. Our average production per well has exceeded 1,200 barrels. If we reach our target of 95 wells, we will achieve these figures by the end of the year.
Energy independence has always been a critical issue for the Turkish economy. In 2023, energy imports decreased by 18.7% compared to 2022, totaling $6.6 billion. The government is determined to continue this trajectory. Turkey's recent investments and exploration efforts bore the first fruit in 2022, with the largest ever gas discovery in the Sakarya field in the Black Sea. That field will take care of 30% of the country's total natural gas production. As Turkey's energy industry develops, powered by discoveries like the Sakarya field, the vision of a self-sufficient, thriving economy becomes increasingly tangible. With strategic investments and steadfast dedication, the Turkish government is paving the way for a future marked by energy security and prosperity. Bera Karaman, TRT World.
Let's go to London and speak to Yusuf Al-Shamari, who's CEO of Sea Markets, also Senior Research Fellow at Imperial College London. Good morning to you, Yusuf. When you look at Turkey's energy sector over the sort of medium term, the past 10 years, and reaching this moment at Mount Gabar and more than 100,000 barrels a day being produced, how significant is it?
Good morning, and very pleased to speak to you. Well, I think it's an excellent achievement in terms of the energy sector and the Turkish economy, because Turkey, as you know, is a G20 country, and it's a major global economic power, and it's predominantly dependent on energy imports, whether it's from Russia, from Azerbaijan, and even Iran. Of course, energy security has been a major issue, especially with volatile oil prices. So I believe the recent discovery, which produces something like 100,000 barrels, that is almost 10% of Turkey's oil consumption, because Turkey's consumed last year around 1% of global oil consumption. That is around a million barrels. So that is somehow reduces the energy dependence of Turkey on foreign imports. One thing here I'd like to highlight is the Turkish economy is predominantly composed of fossil fuels, that is coal, gas, and oil. So more than 80%, with 40% of power generation comes from renewables. Definitely there is also the energy independence here in Turkey isn't just going to come through oil discovery, but also through diversification of energy supplies, because Turkey is pledging to achieve net zero by around 2050. So I believe it's going to increase its share of renewables, of nuclear, and also of natural gas. And all of that will definitely contribute to the green growth of the Turkish economy.
Keep it simple for us, if you don't mind, Yusuf. How is oil used in terms of the usefulness of it as a source of energy? Does it go into vehicles? Does it heat homes? Is it most useful in factories? I mean, I know oil is also used to make plastic products, to pave roads. Everything derives from that black gold that comes from the earth. But where is its most usefulness? Where is it used most, I should say?
Well, more than 50% of oil currently goes to transport. That's whether it's light-duty vehicles, heavy trucks, and aviation, trains. So that is more than 50%. But that demand is expected to peak within the next 10 to 20 years. Where is the growth is going to come from within the next 20 years? It's petrochemicals, because the world is undergoing a significant energy transformation, and that will require new materials. So that's why you're seeing now oil companies creating refineries, and that is being mixed with petrochemical complexes. So instead of oil demand decreasing within the next, let's say, few decades, petrochemical demand is going to increase, and then that is predominantly is going to compose what's happening now in Turkey. So I believe now for Turkish interest, it's that will supply gasoline, diesel, all that these fuels that goes towards transport, and somehow it helps helping with energy prices, because for an end consumer, if you have an ample supply of energy locally, then pretty much you having refineries will be able to produce gasoline locally, and that somehow help controlling energy prices. So
Yusuf,
that is pretty much how you see the future of oil demand now and future.
really, really grateful to you for explaining it. You know, everybody knows how important oil is, but not everybody understands how oil is used. Yusuf Al-Shamari, take care.
My pleasure.